Welcome back to Resale Mania. Welcome back to another thrifting video. We are at Rethink Thrift, waiting for them to open. Then we're gonna run inside and see what we can find to flip for a profit. All right, so I'm obviously leaving these behind. They're $99.99, but I've never seen Nike Cortez Stranger Things. I didn't even know those were made. That's super cool. That's funny. Little coconut monkey. That's really funny. I'm not finding a whole ton today, but I did just find this little Delta water faucet. It's brand new, 10 bucks. Looks like I can get 40 for it, and it has a good sell-through rate, so I'm gonna get it. All right, so over in the women's are these pants. Actually, it looks like they have some bleach stains. Oh, yeah. Unless it's supposed to be like that, but I don't think so, because it's kind of all over. Nah, I don't think it's supposed to be like that. The brand is Stia, which is a good brand. Yeah, it's all on the back too. That's unfortunate. That would be a good pair of pants, but I'm gonna have to leave it. That's a cute teapot. Pioneer Woman, new with tags, but it's 25 bucks. So you guys watch my videos, you know this store is usually pretty good with pricing. Sometimes they go through waves of overly hopeful. And that's kind of how it is today. A lot of stuff is just really priced up, even above eBay. Like I looked up these Nike Stranger Things and they're only worth like 50 to 60 bucks. So not worth 100 for sure. All right, checked out. Only got the faucet, spent 5 bucks on it. I used my $5 off punch card on it. So 5 into 40, definitely nothing crazy. Definitely one of my lesser abundant stops here. But hopefully we do a little bit better at Goodwill, which is where we're heading next. Tomorrow, my Goodwill is doing 50% off all men's clothing. So, you know, we'll definitely be back tomorrow, but we'll see what we can find there today too. All right, we've made it to Goodwill. Oh my gosh. I've always wanted one of these. $89. That's not bad for a Lambo. We've got some Allen Edmonds Newport loafers for $7.99. We'll take those. It's a fair price for Allen Edmonds. Here's another pair of Allen Edmonds for $7.99 as well. The Bradley model. I'm having a hard time telling what brand this is. I don't know. Genuine deer leather. We'll see. I'll put them in the cart for now. Alright, so there's a bunch of these floats by Swimline, which is a decent brand of floats. So these ones aren't really worth a bunch, these round ones. But there's a bunch of these mattress ones, and they're $7.99 a piece. And I think I can get about 40 a piece for them. And there are, how many? Oop, if I can grab it without knocking stuff down. Alright, so yeah, there's 3 of them total, $7.99 a piece. We will take all 3 of those. There's one listing quantity of 3, which is nice. Alright, so I'm on the fence about this. This thing's really nice. It's Le Creuset Dutch oven. It's obviously missing the handle to the lid. $14.99. Otherwise, it's in pretty decent condition. I had taken off the tape to open it. In good condition, it looks like it goes for about 100 to 120. I could probably get 80 for it like this. I think I'll take a chance on it. Alright, here's a really nice little find. This little Smart Things hub. It has all the cords, which is really good. Comps on this are looking really good, between 50 and 100 bucks for this tiny little thing. Very lightweight, only $3.99. Definitely getting it. Here's some rough wear dog boots for $7.99. It's kind of paying up for the set of 4, but I think I could probably get 30 for them. The leash too. The leash isn't rough wear branded though. We'll put it in the cart. They look to be brand new. So these are a Bolo. These are Nike Tiger Woods golf shoes. They are $7.99. That's the TW right there. These always sell for like 50 bucks pretty consistently. Now you can see there, it's kind of scuffed right there, but that's okay. I'll take some Doc Martens Wonder Balm and polish that up. It'll look brand new, so that's a nice find. All right, guys, we are killing it. I have found a ton of really, really good clothing. Not to mention these. So these came out in a new cart. These little Growler Works keg. This one's brand new. This is the Go model. Whereas the other one's buried under all these clothing. So here, let me try to grab it. And this is the UKG 64 model. And this one being used is $5.99. This one's $7.99. This one is worth like 60 bucks new, and this one used is worth like 60 to 80. So that is awesome. Definitely getting both of those. Just some really, really good finds. Not to mention the clothing. All right, I'm gonna go over the clothing really quickly. First with the pants. So I found this Columbia Sportswear like wool camo, very heavy winter hunting pants. They are $6.99, and those are probably 40, 50 bucks. The really good find though are these Kui, K-U-I-U hunting pants. Very good brand, $6.99. Those should sell, like probably they'll sell today, you know, maybe tomorrow, you know, but they always sell super quickly. Those should probably sell for 70 to 80 bucks, which is just awesome. That's their little symbol there. So great pants finds for sure. You think the pants were good? You haven't seen anything yet. Okay, we'll start here. This Sims heavy jacket, like quilt lined canvas jacket. Sims is a great brand. It's a 2XL. Crazy find. That's probably 80 bucks. This here, I think this is Levi's. It's like it has the Troy branded wool blanket lined jacket. Looks like I can get like 75 for this. Here's an Oakley goose down puffer jacket for $6.99. These always sell for 80 to 100 bucks. But the best find is this First Light. I've only found this brand once, and they were just basic long sleeve t-shirts. And the t-shirts sold for 55 a piece. So this camo jacket, I'm guessing this is 150 bucks, maybe 200 if I had to guess. That is just crazy. They are all $6.99 a piece, just insane. And tomorrow's half off men's clothing, but of course I'm not gonna leave these here and just to save $3 a jacket, you know? Here's another jacket. There's other people in the aisle and they were on this side, so I didn't have time to look at it. But $6.99 for this wool rich blanket line jacket. That's 50 bucks right there. All right, just when you think this stop couldn't get any better, you find a Bernina sewing machine, the Burnett 50 model. Here's 150 bucks right here, maybe 200. Comes with the pedal, the cord, manual, 30 bucks. That is awesome. This hasn't even been put out yet. I just saw it over here in the corner, waiting to get put on the shelf. And I was like, oh, I just have to check to make sure it's not a Bernina. And little did I know it was. And I haven't even checked the women's area yet. There's our women's shoes. All right, well, I'm not seeing anything over here, but that is okay. I cannot complain with a cart like this. All right, I think I'm set to check out. Only a couple items. All right, that might be the best Goodwill haul that I have had in a long time. Not gonna go over all the clothing again, but like, I don't think there's a single piece of clothing in here worth less than 50 bucks. So that is awesome. And what, there's like 7 or 8 pieces. That's what, 400 right there? Well, more than that. And then the 3 swim lines, 1 listing, quantity of 3. Gotta love it. Berninas are like the brand of sewing machine you always want to look out for. Tiny little pieces can be worth, you know, 50, 60 bucks. The Burnett ones, the Bernadette or Burnett models are usually the less expensive ones, but they do still always sell. So I've always only found the Burnett ones, unfortunately. Never found an actual Bernina. Then some Nikes. The Allen Edmonds, I grabbed these shoes. I still can't tell what it is. They look and feel nice. Either way, we'll make our money back even if, you know, those aren't worth anything. The Le Creuset, little kegs, 100 bucks right here. The dog shoes, just absolutely insane stuff. All right, but that certainly made up for the first stop of the day. That is gonna be it for today. It's a Monday, so I have weekend orders to pack and ship, so I'm gonna go do that. We'll be back out bright and early tomorrow, here actually, for half off men's clothing. But before I see you tomorrow, I'm pretty sure that stop was worth a subscribe. I have the best thrift stores in the country, so you gotta subscribe if you wanna see me find more stuff like this consistently. I mean, it's not every day I find a haul like that, but it's a pretty good Goodwill. So subscribe to the channel and I'll see you in the morning. All right, it's the next morning now. I'm getting ready to head back out, head to Goodwill. It's about a 15-minute drive. They open up in 30 minutes. Want to get a good spot in line. Men's half off day usually isn't too packed right at the beginning, but there's still like 10 to 12 people. Hank, are you excited or are you just tired? Are you gonna stay here and nap? Yeah. Oh my God, and look at that loaf. Look at the little paw right there. Hi, Fergie. Hi, buddy. Oh, yes. Oh yeah, that's a good scratch. Okay, we'll see you guys at Goodwill. Also, I want to mention that little white router thing I found yesterday for $3.99, the SmartThings router. When I got home and did some more research before listing it, there were 115 sold in the last 90 days and none listed. So I listed it and it sold almost instantly for $95, which is crazy. So that makes me, you know, more than half my money back from yesterday alone, just in one quick hour. I forgot to mention, I also sold the Le Creuset pot already. I sold it for $90, so I already made $185 from yesterday's stop, and I spent $177 on everything. So that turned out to be a really good stop. I'm not sure if shoes are included. They were last time, but they haven't been every time. So we will see. I'm not sure. Some LL Bean wading boots, if they're half off, they'd be, oh wait, no, those are prices hard goods, so those wouldn't be half off of 15. Some Nikes for 10. Hopefully they're $19.99, but hopefully 10. Otherwise, I'm not gonna get them. Let's see. Yeah, not a ton of shoes. All right, so far I found quite a bit of men's clothing. I'll go over that in a second. You know, it was a little busy right when they opened. Check the jeans really quick. All right, so here are some Salomon snowboard boots for 13 bucks. Looks to be in pretty good condition. Good model, got the cool camo ways, so we will take those and go over all the clothes soon. What's going on in this room today? What are those? That's a cool little like planter set. Got some kids clubs, some adult clubs, but all pretty worthless ones, so not seeing anything crazy. Little pump bird. I've said it before, never overlook pet supplies. Some harnesses and like jackets can sell for really good money. Never heard of this. It's Foggy Mountain Dog Coat. One sold for 50 bucks plus shipping. So, you know, there's others listed for like 60 to 70. So I think I'm gonna pick it up at $7.99. All right, I'm not seeing a ton in the hard goods today. That is okay though. Got a nice full cart full of clothing. I'm gonna go over to the aisle and show you it. All right, so starting with the pants, I found 4 items. I found these Lululemon like chino pants, really good condition. Those should sell for 30. Found these Lululemon gym shorts. They are $2.50, so that's $3.50. Then some Prana hiking pants. They're a nice big size, 42 by 32. They're $3.50. These usually sell for 25 to 30. And same for these Peter Millar khakis. $3.50, should sell for 25 bucks, so not too bad for 4 pants items. All right, and now for the rest of the items. There's one more pair of pants I missed. These LL Bean wool pants, really nice. Those should sell for 30 bucks. Then this is a great brand. The brand is Schnees. Schnees usually makes boots, but they do make some clothing, and their clothing sells well. That's probably a $40-50 vest, and it's a 2XL. Then this Levi's Sherpa lined corduroy trucker jacket for $4. Those always sell for, you know, 40. I don't pick up this brand all the time, Legendary Whitetails, but this is just a really nice heavy duty hunting jacket for $4. I can't pass it up. I'm sure it's, you know, $40-50 jacket. I mean, really nice, quilt lined. Then a Woolrich little vest, you know, canvas on the outside, Sherpa on the inside. That's, you know, 25-30. And Swix. Swix is a good brand. Oh, this is women's, but it's priced as men's. They must have thought it was men's. I'm not gonna complain. $3.50 for it, and that should sell for 25 to 30. If men's shoes are included in this, I have to ask. I will get them because they'll be $5. The brand is Amberjack. These don't sell for a ton, and they don't sell crazy fast, but I could probably get 30 to 40 for them. They might sit for a little while though, so that's why I'm gonna have to see if they're half off or not. All right, well, I think that's gonna be it. 2 full carts, 2 days in a row. Can't beat it. All right, I checked out. I spent $56 on everything. Shoes were not included, so I did put them back. Obviously not gonna go over each piece of clothing again because that would be boring, but 1, 2, or just counting it, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pieces of clothing. For 50, well, not even for 56, 10 pieces of clothing, a pair of snowboard boots, and a dog harness for $56. The snowboard boots should make me my money back on their own, and the rest will be profit. This little thing is stuck. I'll finish with it in a minute. But yeah, not bad for 56 bucks. Ignore the golf clubs. Yeah, all those clubs in the bed of my truck right now were at some point listed, but I've been doing like an inventory, going through sections of my inventory and seeing what's still listed, what isn't, because sometimes listings just disappear on eBay for whatever reason. I don't know, but all of those clubs were inactive listings, so I have to take them home and relist every single one of them, which is a little bit annoying. I don't know why. This isn't just with me. I know this happens with other people's stores too. eBay just disappears listings, and you just got to relist them, and you got to do an inventory once a year, so it's a little irritating, but that's why all the clubs are back there. All right, we are now back at everything Thrift, see if they've got anything new out since yesterday. Oh my goodness, would you look at Mrs. Hank just waiting here. Those little paws, they're so cute. Hello, hello. right off the bat on a new rack were these Arc'teryx pants. I don't find Arc'teryx very often. There's the symbol, very good brand, base price at $2.50. We will take it. Alright, well, it is definitely a men's clothing video today. Hope you guys like men's clothing because we are finding a ton of good stuff today. Here's a nice little Patagonia bag, but they want $14.99 for it. I'd get it on half off day for $7.50, but even that's still kind of paying up for it. Here's a little Cabela's gun bag, vintage one, $14.99. It's not a bad deal. Very big, or not gun bag, maybe it's just a duffel, but still. I don't really want to pay $15 for it. Well, maybe. I have a $5 off card. $10 might be worth it, honestly. It's very big. I think I'm gonna get it for $10. Alright, so it's time to bore you guys with some men's clothing. I found some Lululemon pants. Been finding a lot of men's Lululemon lately. They're pretty nice condition. All base price of $2.50. Here's another Lululemon men's little short sleeve button down shirt. We'll definitely take that. And then this is a really nice find, a Cotopaxi goose down puffer vest. Men's base price $2.50. The only problem is it has this custom embroidery here, but it's tiny. I think, you know, I'll still be able to get like 30 bucks for it even with that, so I will take it. And then I showed you guys the Arc'teryx, but then I found this Faherty hoodie, if I can get the brand out. There we go. I found this brand a few times. Always sells well for me, so a bunch of good brands. I'm not done looking yet, but I figured I'd show you really quick. And yeah, I'm getting the duffel bag. Ton of baseball gloves and baseballs, but these are kids Rawlings, so they're probably not worth $13 a piece, unfortunately. They're in good condition though. Then some older ones down there. Not seeing anything worth grabbing though. Is this supposed to be a bagel? $4.99? I don't know. That's really funny, actually. Little everything bagel. So I overlooked these at first because I didn't think they were going to be anything. I never heard of it before. Iron and resin jeans. They are $9.99 a piece. I'm glad I stopped and looked them up because these bad boys are worth like $80 to $100 each, and I have 2 pairs. Yeah, Enduro denim, made in USA, iron and resin. Definitely a new bolo. Alright, I checked out. I spent $45 on everything. Great stuff as well. Cotopaxi, 2 pairs of jeans. I mean, say, even if I only get 80 a piece on these, that's 160 right there. So 3 times my money. And then this you didn't see. It was on the new racks. It just came out and I bought it right before leaving. Another Lululemon jacket, little women's, you know, track jacket. Those always sell for 30 bucks, so not too shabby. More clothing, won't go over them, but Lululemon, Arc'teryx, just great brands you want to find. And then the duffel bag. Cabela's, you know, isn't a great brand, but like big hunting bags, the canvas ones with the green and brown, just that style always sells really well for me, so I picked it up. I should get 50 to 60 for it if I had to guess. Excuse me, Hank, I kind of need to put the cart back. You're kind of blocking the door, buddy. Excuse me. Alright, but that's going to be it for today. It is Tuesday for me, and Thursday morning I'm getting up at the butt crack of dawn and driving to Salt Lake City. It's happening this week. Jess is doing a lot better. Her eyes are better. She's less stressed about it, so that is good. Gonna be able to do the Utah trip this week. Gonna go down, thrift a bunch, yard sale a bunch, fill up the truck, hopefully, and get some good videos out of it. So if you want to see it, subscribe to the channel. But yeah, that is going to be it. I'm going to go home, get this stuff listed, and I have to edit a video today. So with that, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.